Now we discussed Faraday's law of electrolysis. So last point we learned electrolysis. Here breaking of decomposition of chemical of substance takes place due to by using electricity. So mostly in electrolysis, lysis means breaking, or in electrolytic cell or chemical galvanic cell. So here voltage is developed. Voltage is developed means some charge is developed. So here, or in case of galvanic cell, some quantities of electricity is formed, or some quantities of some electricity is formed, and in case of electrolytic cell, here some quantity of electricity is required for electrolysis. In case of electrolytic cell, some quantity of electricity is required for electrolysis. Okay, so it is a quantity of electricity that passes through the circuit when a current 1 ampere strength is passed through the circuit for 1 second. This is known as 1 coulomb of electricity. 1 coulomb of electricity means actually electricity or charge, unit of charge is coulomb. Unit of charge is coulomb. Means 1 coulomb means how much? 1 coulomb means definition of coulomb is equal to ampere into second, ampere per second, ampere into second. It is a definition, or this is a formula of coulomb. Okay, this is a formula of coulomb. So 1 coulomb is equal to 1 ampere into 1 second. So coulomb is the unit of quantity of electricity. So coulomb is a unit quantity of electricity. Coulomb is a unit quantity of electricity. So 1 coulomb means 1 coulomb charge, means it is a quantity of electricity that passes through a circuit when current 1 ampere strength is passed through the circuit for 1 second. Means 1 coulomb means 1 coulomb how much? 1 coulomb is equal to 1 ampere current passed in 1 second through the circuit. Okay, in through the circuit 1 coulomb of current is passed through the circuit in 1 second. This is known as 1 coulomb. And another definition of coulomb, another way we define coulomb as the quantity of electricity which when passing through the circuit liberates 0.0000104 gram of hydrogen. So another definition of coulomb is the quantity of electricity, which when passing through the circuit liberates 0.0000104 gram of hydrogen. Means 1.00104 gram of gram of hydrogen. So that much amount of hydrogen is liberated is when one coulomb of electricity is formed. Means that much amount of electricity is required for liberates this much grams of hydrogen gas through the circuit. We can another way we define as the quantity of electricity which when passing through the circuit liberates 0.001118 gram of silver. Another way we can define 0.001118 gram of silver. This is the definition of coulomb. Okay. So what is the ampere? Ampere means what? Ampere. So you know ampere. Ampere is the unit of current. Ampere is the unit of current, and unit of second is unit of time is second. Okay, unit of time is second. So coulomb is that much amount of energy, electricity that passes through a circuit when current 1 ampere strength is passed through the circuit in 1 second. This is known as coulomb. Another definition of coulomb is the quantity of electricity when passing through the circuit liberates 0.000104 gram of hydrogen, or this is a sign of or oblique, or 0.001118 gram of silver. That much amount of gram of silver is liberates. Okay, so this is a definition of coulomb. Ampere means it is a unit of current. Okay, so now we learn one of the unit of quantity of electricity or charge is Faraday. Faraday. Faraday is a unit of electricity. Faraday is a unit of electricity. It's the same unit like a coulomb. Okay, coulomb is a small unit of quantity of electricity, and Faraday is a large unit of quantity of electricity. Okay, quantity of electricity is measured in coulomb, but coulomb is a small unit, and Faraday is a large unit, because 1 Faraday, I write here, 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 coulomb. Okay, so 1 Faraday is equal to 96500 coulomb. So this is a relation between 1 Faraday and coulomb. So Faraday, how can we define Faraday? It is a quantity of electricity required to liberate or deposit 1 gram equivalent of substance from its solution. So I write here definition. It is the quantity of electricity required to liberates or deposits 1 gram equivalent of a substance from its solution. It is a unit of or a definition of Faraday's. So it is the quantity of electricity required to liberate or deposit 1 gram equivalent of substance from its solution. So now we learn Faraday's first law. So Faraday's first law. Faraday's first law. So this first law is defined as, here amount of electricity deposited or liberated at an electrode is in a electrolysis is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through the electrolyte. It is defined as, actually it's stated as that much amount of weight of substance liberates or deposited where at an electrode during electrolysis is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through the electrolyte. Okay, so quantity of electricity, it's a charge Q, is directly proportional to weight of substance. So I write here W is equal to Q into W is directly proportional to Q. W is equal to Q into Z. So Z is a constant. Z is a constant. Q into Z. So I write here again, W is equal to Z into Q. But Q is a charge. Q is a charge. And charge, how can we define Q? Q is equal to I into T. I means current. So W is equal to ZIT. W is equal to ZIT. It is a formula of W. W means weight of substance deposited or liberated at electrode during electrolysis is directly proportional to amount of electricity measured in terms of coulomb is directly proportional to amount of electricity passed through the electrolyte. Okay, so write down in your notebook. So it is a expression of first law, Faraday's first law. So Faraday's first law here, W is equal to ZIT. So Z is a constant, and this Z constant is known as electrochemical equivalence. This constant is known as electrochemical equivalence. Electrochemical equivalence. In short, ECE. In short, ECE. Z is known as electrochemical equivalence. So when if current is I is equal to 1 ampere, in case of I is equal to 1 ampere and T is equal to 1 second, means T is equal to 1 second, means here Q is equal to 1 coulomb. Therefore Q is equal to 1 coulomb. When charge is a 1 coulomb, W is equal to Z. Means when you 1 coulomb charge pass through the external circuit, W is equal to Z. And Z is, for example, Z of hydrogen is equal to 0.0000104 gram. Like this, the Z of silver means Ag is equal to 0.001118 gram. Okay, like this, zinc, copper, like this, gold. Look at here, gold, AU, gold, 0.00204 gram. Okay, so this is a constant of metal to metal. This is a constant of metal to metal. So here in case of oxygen, 0.0000830 something. Like this, in case of copper, is 329. In case of copper is 0.0000329. Say okay, 32 gram. No problem, 32 gram. Okay, so in this way, this is the value of Z. All these are value of Z. Value of Z is equal Z of hydrogen, Z of AU, Z of Ag, Z of O, Z of Cu. Okay, like here I write here zinc. Z of zinc is zinc 0.000 yes 033 okay 33 something gram. So this is the value of Z. So Faraday's first law is given that weight of substance deposited or liberated at an electrode is directly proportional to, in case of electrolysis, is directly proportional to how much amount of quantity of electricity passed through the external circuit, passed through the solutions. This is a Faraday's first law. By using this Faraday's first law, we solve some examples of this Faraday's first law. Afterwards, we solve some examples of Faraday's first law. Similar way, we learn now Faraday's second law.